So I was just messing around with my camera. The other day I went to erase some video inside of my camera and I reset the camera to factory settings, and ever since then I've been playing with it to try to get all the little details right. I think I got all the details right now, so I'm going to proceed as if everything were cool, whether it is or not. Let me just say that I love this day. Oh, it feels so good out here. It's nice and cool. The wind is pleasant. There's a big bird up there in the air. Look at him. Just look at him just floating on the breeze. How cool is that? Oh, bless his heart. He's just floating on the breeze up there looking for a little weenie dog to bite. Bless his heart. My pelicans are looking good. Look how good them pelicans look. Y'all remember when y'all sent me them pelicans? Oh, they looking great. Oh, my dogs, they're just having a fit. They hear me out here talking and they're just having a fit because they think there's something to get excited about. Bless their little highs. I better move out of their sound range, otherwise we'll never get any peace around here. That's all I'm saying. Oh, the joy. Didn't mean to get y'all all stirred up in there. No, sir. No, sir, I didn't. Oh, the joy. You know, one of the things I might do before I do anything else is make me up some sawhorses. I was just thinking the other day it'd be good to have me some sawhorses, and I got those 2x6s sitting down around the house there. In fact, I could make some metal ones because I got that pile of metal stuff too. I think I'll make them out of the 2x6s though. It's just quicker and simpler to cut wood than it is to cut and weld metal. But I was thinking about making them so that they're collapsible, meaning I can make the two ends and then make the centerpiece that drops down into those two ends, and then I could pull that center board out and stack them flat against the wall to store them somewhere or lay them down or something like that. It wouldn't take me too long to fashion that up. One of the benefits that I used to have was I had a pickup truck and I could work off the tailgate of a pickup truck, and that made it handy because I really didn't need a sawhorse because I could lay things down on a pickup truck, saw boards and stuff like that, cut insulation. Since I ain't got that, having a couple of sawhorses would work out right well. So let me get busy and I'll fashion up some right quick, and then we'll think about what to do after that. I mean, I know what I want to do after that, but I'm thinking of fashioning up some sawhorses could be a good thing. Could be a real good thing. It could. Sure could be a real good thing. You know, one of the things about what I just said was that I might not have been right when I said that just easier to make them out of like wood, because if you make them out of wood, sooner or later they're going to rot out, fall apart, screws are going to come out or something. But if I made a set of sawhorses out of this metal, that'd be like forever sawhorses. I mean, if I made the ends, then I could swap the pieces in the middle, either a piece of wood or a piece of metal, whatever I wanted to have in there, but the ends would serve the purpose of making me some sawhorse ends that last the rest of my measly little life, which could be a pretty good thing, because then I won't ever have to make any more or look for any more. Don't y'all think that sounds reasonable? Huh? Don't you? Huh? Don't you? Huh? So, let's make up a couple, just to see what we think. Oh, I got my dogs barking. Every time I start talking, they start barking. What's it, high? Now, a while ago, I used my level to make sure that these would sit right. In other words, when this sits on the ground like this, that this is level. So my sawhorse would be about this tall, which is about right, I think. So if I make 4 of these, I hear you babies barking at me. I could get 1, 2. So I could get 2 out of each one of these, and I got more than a couple more. So heck far, that would work. Heck far, I said. And I could use the little pieces I cut off to do the join in the middle pieces. Oh, the joy. The other thing I was thinking about is when I make these, I could take this little piece here and cut off this little thing here and flip this over and put this on the bottom of these legs. So I'd make a nice little fancy leg. That way, let's just say if I wanted to set this up on the boat and stand on it, I wouldn't have this punching a hole in the carpet. And the other thing about this is this actually would be a strong enough sawhorse where if I wanted to set it up, and if I made the middle out of a piece of this same stuff, then I could stand on it because it'd be strong enough. Let's just think about that, boys and girls. Something I could stand on. Yeah. And would act as a sawhorse. Oh, the joy. Yeah, look at there. That's how sharp them bottom edges are. I was just talking about putting something on that. Well, I just touched it with the backside of my finger and it drew blood. So yeah, it'd be good to put a little foot on that bottom edge there. Oh yeah. Pretty sharp. Sure is. This sawhorse seems a little tall. You know what I could do is make a couple little short ones too. In fact, I'm gonna have a little bit left over here, and I've got a little bit left over from a piece over here. Something to think about. Let's make one of these ones first, and then we can think about what else we want to do. I didn't feel like them came out as close as I wanted them to, but I might have to do some adjusting on them to get them to be right after I cut them out. So there's one side, and it's roughly what I was talking about. You could put a board across any length you want. You could put a little piece of a board here and here to hold it from moving. And like I said, this is kind of tall. In a way, it's ideal for some things. Like if I wanted a workbench, boy, I'd be just about tall enough to make a nice one there. The problem with that is that's just one side. What I mean by that is to make something that I can work on, I need a set of those, which means I need to cut 3 more. Well, if you're counting this one on top, 4 more legs like this. I can get 2 legs out of each one of these posts. So I can get 1, 2, 3 and cut that last post for 4. And then I will have cut up all my pieces there. That's one way to go. Another way to go would be to take those 2x6s, saw them up and run screws into them. We've already discussed why that would or might not be a great way to go. It's kind of dependent on how strong you want it to be and how long you want it to last. We could also go with something taller or something shorter. What I was wanting for today was to make me up a little table that I could use to cut some insulation on. And I don't know how long it took me to make up that one, but I could cut up and make another one here after I drink some tea, and then we could think about that some more. Oh, the joy. I suppose just for the sake of looking at it, I could replace that cross piece with a piece of 2x6, because once I cut up this piece, I'm not going to have it.
What's the making?
Sawhorses. Sawhorses.
A sawhorse.
Yeah.
The tall one.
Yeah, it is a tall one. Yeah, you know, the thing about sawhorses, they're always in the way when you're not using them. They take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
But with this made like this, I can lift out the centerpiece and stick these pieces away. And then put as much as I want, you know, for a board. I can make it as wide or as short. Kind of made it tall on purpose. I could cut it down, but
I don't have any need for it. I don't think so.
huh?
I said I don't have any need for it, so
Yeah.
you make it how you want it.
All right. So it's a good height to work with. I'm about to be cutting a lot of insulation. I used to have a pickup truck bed, a pickup truck, you know,
Yeah.
tailgate,
Yeah.
just throw them up into and cut them with. But since I don't have that, I thought, well, I ought to make me up something that works. So that would do the trick right there.
Mm.
So, yeah, kind of the plan.
Well, there.
Well, there. Ouch. Okay, 63 Impala. I didn't say, oh, I think my pants are on fire, because it hurt. But I did manage to set myself on fire. Or she sakes, burned a few holes, I think, in my body too. Ow. What I was gonna say, before the fire got my attention, was that I've sawed out all the pieces that I need to construct another sawhorse, including the little end pieces. But instead of saying that, I'm going to go in the house and put something on this burn on my tummy and on my finger. Little burn spots, that hurts. And then we might just call it a day with that. Or she says.